this week's phonics class, we are learning some tricky vowel digraphs. We have OO, OI, OY, and OU. Are you ready? The first tricky digraph is the double O, which sounds oo, oo, oo. For example, we have book, b-oo-k, book. Good. We also have food, f-ood, food. Nice. There is also wood, w-ood, wood. Very good. Once again, the double O is oo, oo, oo. The next digraph is OI, which is oi, oi, oi. Sounds very Australian. For example, we have coin, k-oi-n, coin. Very good. We also have toilet, t-oi-l-e-t, toilet. Nice. Finally, we have point, p-oi-nt, point. Very good. Once again, O-I is oi, oi, oi. Nice. Another digraph with the same sound is O-Y, which is also oi, oi, oi. Good. For example, we have toy, t-oi, toy. Very good. We also have cowboy, oi, oi, cowboy. Nice. Then there is also oyster, oi, oi, oyster. Very good. The next and final digraph is OU, which is owl, ow, ow, ow. For example, we have house, h-ow-s, house. Nice. We also have shout, sh-out, shout. Nice. And finally, we have count, k-ount, count. Very good. Once again, OU is ow, ow, ow. Nice. Now it's your turn to do some practice. I will give you some words and you tell me what digraph is in these words. Are you ready? The first one is mouse. Mouse. What digraph is in mouse? Good. It is the OU. Ow, ow, mouse. Nice. The next word is enjoy. Enjoy. What digraph can you spot in enjoy? Good. You can hear the oi, oi in enjoy, which is O-Y. Very good. Next we have balloon. Balloon. What digraph is in balloon? Good. It's the double O. Ooh, ooh, balloon. Very nice. Finally, we have poison. Poison. What digraph sound is in poison? Very good. We have the OI, 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 poison. Nice. If you can manage all of these digraphs, it means you're ready for the reading practice. I'll give you a moment to try to read these out. Are you ready? This is the first one. The joyful boy found a coin in his room. The joyful boy found a coin in his room. Very good. How did you manage this one? If you can do this, then try level 2. This is the second sentence. I'll give you a moment. The mouse boils some oil on the ground. Nice. The mouse boils some oil on the ground. That is a tricky one. But if you can do that one, then try the third and final hardest sentence. Are you ready? I'll give you a moment. The loud sound in the zoo scared the goose. The loud sound in the zoo scared the goose. Very good. That was hard. How did you manage? Let me know down below. After you finish this, it means you're ready for the review. So here we go. The first digraph we learned was O, which is oo, 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 like in book. Very good. The second digraph is OI, which is oi, 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 like in coin. Nice. We also have OY with the same sound, oi, oi, toy. Good. And then we have OU, which is ow, 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 like in house. Nice. Take some time to practice these 4 vowel digraphs and see how many other words you can think of with these sounds. After this, I'll see you in the next class for some more learning fun. That's all for now. See you next time. Bye-bye. For Comic Book Tuesday today, we are reading part 5 of the Noodlehead book series. Today's story is Nightmares by Ted Arnold, Martha Hamilton, and Mitch Weiss. Let's go! I'm Mac, and I'm Mac. We're the Noodleheads. See in here? Nothing. Zippo. Nada. You can tell we're Noodleheads by looking at us because, well, we are noodles, but we're harder to spot if we wear hats. Look, we are totally disguised. Hey, look, it's Farmer Spud. Farmer Spud, can we help you farm? No. Why not? Because you're Noodleheads. Oh yeah, we forgot. See you later, Farmer Spud. Hey, Mac, how did he recognize us? I don't know, Mac. We are totally disguised. Maybe we should switch hats. Good idea. Then he won't recognize us. Chapter 1. What a Nightmare. One night, Mac and Mac made an announcement to their mother. From now on, we're sleeping outside. And why is that? We hate to make our beds. We won't have to make any beds outside. I'll bake you an apple pie tomorrow if you sleep in your beds tonight. Will we still have to make them in the morning? Of course. Nope, not worth it. Here's a good spot. Nice soft grass. It's kinda dark. I'm not scared. Whoosh. It's just the wind. I'm not scared. Woo. It's just an owl. I'm not scared. Ow. I'm scared. Oofed. Ouch. Why can't I run away? Our feet are all mixed up. This is a nightmare. Is that your foot? I don't know. Our legs are all tangled. I have an idea. Oh no, that's not good. I will hit it with a stick. See, it was your foot. Now we're all untangled. So what were we doing? I forget. How? Oh yeah, I'm scared. A few minutes later, you know we'll have to make our beds in the morning. What a nightmare. But at least we get apple pie. Sounds dreamy. Chapter 2, The Best Dream. Next day, Mac and Mac were outside when they smelled apple pie. All mine. No, all mine. Wait, we have to divide it. How? I'll eat the top and you eat the bottom. That's silly. I'll eat the inside and you eat the crust. No, no, no. I'll eat the pie and you eat the pan. Wait, I have a better idea. Oh, hi, Meatball. Hi, Mac. Hi, Mac. I was passing by. I heard you talking. And I have an idea. A pie-dee, you might say. What pie-dee? We will all take a nap. When we wake up, the one who had the best dream gets all the pie. Good idea. I mean, good pie-dee. Quiet. I'm trying to sleep. Yawn. Uh-oh. My dream was good. I dreamt I ate 1,000 pies. My dream was better. I dreamt I had 1,000,000 pies. My dream was the best. I dreamed I ate 1 pie. How can your dream be best if you only ate 1 pie? Because my dream came true. Meatball ate all the pie while we were dreaming. What a nightmare! Chapter 3, Bedtime for Noodleheads. That night, pillow fight. Okay, Mac and Mac, it's time for bed. Hey, where's the pillow? Not here, not here, not anywhere. I can't sleep without my pillow. Relax, think about it. A pillow is something with feathers inside, right? So put these feathers inside something and I will have a pillow. I will put some feathers in my treasure box. Something's not right. Mac was not comfortable, but he was tired. He tossed and he turned, and finally he slept. Grumble mutters. Ouch! Uh-oh. What? I have splinters all over. No, you don't. Maybe it was a nightmare. It could happen. I need to cover myself much better. Me too, I guess. Help! What? Knock, knock. I'm hungry, but I'm locked up. No, you're not. Maybe it was a nightmare. It could happen. I need to take food to bed with me. Me too, I guess. Uh-oh. Whoa, look at this. The chicken's in a cyclone. Oh no, look at Mac. He's having a nightmare. Oh no. Crash. Crash. No. What? A storm came and picked up our chicken coop and dropped it on our house. It crashed right through our bed ceiling. We don't have a chicken coop. Maybe it was a nightmare. It could happen. To be safe, I will sleep under my bed. Me too. Hey Mac. What? I found my pillow down here. That's nice. Good night, Mac. Good night, Mac. Mac and Mac slept until morning. Time to make our beds. Yes, and I have an idea. That night, Mac and Mac made an announcement to their mother. We aren't making our beds anymore. And how is that? Beds are to be made if they are messed up. But they won't get messed up if we sleep under the beds. Good night, Mom. Good night, Mac. Good night, Mac. The end. Wow, what a funny story. And how silly are the Noodleheads? Have you had any nightmares like the Noodleheads recently? Share with me down below. And then I'll see you in the next week's episode for some more comic book fun. That's all for now. See you next time. Bye-bye. For this month's social studies, we are learning all about money. So if you like money, this is perfect for you. In today's class, we are learning the different types of money with this book by Mary Stu. Let's go! First of all, what is money? How do people pay for things they need and want? They use money. Money pays for goods and services. Money has value because people agree on what it is worth. A long time ago, people used beads, beans, and salt as money. They also used shells, stones, and metals. Today, most countries have their own kind of money. A country's money is called its currency. For example, in America, they use the US dollar. In Thailand, they use the Thai baht. In Australia, they also use the Australian dollar. They all have different value. The first type is cash. Cash is made up of coins and bills. Pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters are all common American coins. What coins do you have in your country? Let me know down below. Bills are made of paper. The smallest US bill is the $1 bill. The biggest is $100. How about in your country? What's the smallest and biggest note in your country? The second type of money are checks. People have checking accounts at their bank. They write checks to other people. companies and stores like this. Eventually, a check is cashed for money. It can also be deposited into another account, and then the money is taken out of the payer's account into your one. The third type are credit cards. Credit cards let people borrow money to buy things right now. Then they pay for them later. Credit cards are helpful for buying costly items, which are expensive things. Credit card payments are due every month. People who cannot pay the full amount pay extra money later. This money is called interest. Using money wisely. People should use their money for their needs first. Then extra money can be for wants. Common needs are food, clothes, and school supplies. Wants are games, toys, and treats. So make sure you buy your needs before your wants. And most importantly, people should try to stay out of debt. It is best to be smart with your money. Now let's go through some new words we learned in this book. The first word is bank, which is a business where people keep their money. Cashed means to be brought to a bank and traded for cash. Checking accounts are supplies of personal money at banks. Checks are printed pieces of paper people use to buy things. After a person writes a check, the bank takes money out of the person's checking account to make the payment. Credit cards are plastic cards people use to borrow money to buy things right away and pay for them later. Currency are the kind of money a country uses. Debt is money that a person owes. Deposited means to put into a bank account. Goods are things that can be bought or sold. Interest is extra money that is owed for borrowing money. So borrowing money is not free. Need is something you must have to live. Services are work that helps others. Value is the amount that something is worth. Want is something that you would like to have. And finally, worth is the amount something is equal to. Now it's your turn. What did you learn from this book? What are the different types of money we learned? And why is it important to understand money? Share with me down below. After this, I'll see you in the next class for some more learning fun. That's all for now. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. For Animal World this week, we are learning about the salamander, the most icky, sticky backyard creature. Let's go. Salamanders are amphibians with tails. They have long bodies and short legs. Most salamanders breathe through their skin. Wow. They must keep their skin wet and cool. They can die if they get too dry or hot. Salamanders shed their skin as they grow. They often eat their old skin, like he is right now. Most salamanders live in forests near water. They find shade under rocks and logs. Salamanders do not move fast. They eat slow animals like worms, slugs, and snails. Salamanders grab prey with their sharp teeth. Some catch quick prey with their tongue, like him. Salamanders have poison on their skin. It protects them from predators, like this bird. Some salamanders shed their tails to escape an attack. The tail stays and the salamander runs away. Bye, tail! Now let's learn some words from this book. The first word is amphibians, which are animals that live both on land and in water. Poison is something that can harm or kill you. Predators are animals that hunt other animals for food. Prey are animals that are hunted by other animals for food. So the predator hunts the prey. And finally, shed is to drop or let fall off. Salamanders shed their skin as they grow. They shed their tails to escape predators. What do you think about the salamanders? Do you think they're cool, interesting, or scary? Share with me down below. And also let me know what are some things you learned about the salamanders today. After this, I'll see you in the next book for some more learning fun. That's all for now. See you next time. Bye bye. Today is week 5 of the 5 senses series, and we are going to finish off by learning about hearing with this book by Lisa Owings. Let's go. The parade is coming. Excited voices rise and fall around you. You make your way to the curb. The crowd cheers as the first floats roll past. A drum beat begins down the street. Everyone turns towards the sound. The sound grows until it shakes your whole body. Then the band begins playing. You hear the bass of tubas and the high trills of flutes. This is your favorite part of the parade. What is hearing? Our ears allow us to hear music, speech, and other sounds. We can hear whispers and bangs, piercing screams, and low hums. Each sound is a vibration that moves through the air in waves. The outer ear is the part of the ear we can see. It is shaped like a funnel. This part collects sound waves. It guides them in towards the eardrum. The eardrum vibrates as sound waves push against it. Each vibration then passes through a chain of tiny bones in the middle ear. These bones are the hammer, anvil, and stirrup. The stirrup knocks against the inner ear. This sends waves through fluid in the cochlea. As waves travel through the coil tube, hair-like cells within the cochlea move. Their movements create signals that the brain reads as sounds. What hearing teaches? When we cannot use our eyes, we often depend on our ears. Hearing taught early humans to hunt and communicate using sounds. Sounds also warn us of danger. We can hear a car coming or a fire alarm. Hearing also tells us where things are. Loud thunder means the storm is close. The thunder gets fainter as the storm moves away. Sometimes we hear more sound through one ear. Then we know the sound is closer to that ear. Our ears are especially good at understanding speech. We listen for words and other cues. We can tell how someone feels just by their tone. Take a moment to listen to the world around you. Now let's go through some words from this book. The first word is bass, which is deep or low tones. Cochlea is a tube inside the inner ear that is coiled like a snail shell. Within the cochlea, waves change into signals that the brain understands as sounds. Coiled means to be wound into a spiral shape. Communicate is to share information, usually using speech or body language. Eardrum is a thin piece of skin between the outer and middle ear. The eardrum vibrates when sound waves hit it. Fluid is a substance that is able to flow. Signals are electrical messages sent to the brain. Trills are musical sounds in which two notes are repeated quickly several times. And finally, vibration is something that moves back and forth quickly. Now it's your turn. What do you think about hearing, and why do you think it's so important to us to be able to hear and listen clearly to the world? Let me know down below, and also share with me what are some things you learned in today's class. After this, I'll see you in the next class for some more learning fun. That's all for now. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. For reading and comprehension today, we are reading The Emperor's New Uniform by Maureen Hasselhurst and Kelly Kennedy. Stay to the end of the story because then we have some comprehension questions to test your understanding. Are you ready? Let's go! Enrico Emperi was a soccer star. He was the captain of the Bootsville Ultras. He was so good, his fans nicknamed him the Emperor. Enrico loved soccer, but he loved clothes almost as much. He wore expensive designer suits, shoes, and shirts. being rich and famous made him a bit of a show-off. Everyone admired the emperor except for Frankie Fowler. Frankie was another star at the Woodsville Ultras, but he knew he would never be as good as Enrico. He watched Enrico being interviewed on TV. He thinks he's so great, he muttered jealously. Someone should teach him a lesson. The Woodsville Ultras had reached the finals of the championship. I need a new uniform, something really special, said Enrico. Designers from all over the world brought him all kinds of trendy outfits, but none of them was special enough for the emperor. As he watched, Frankie thought of a trick. I'll make Enrico look really silly, he thought, smiling. It was the day of the match. Frankie took his present to Enrico. I found an amazing uniform for you, Frankie said slyly. It's very cool because only the top players can see it. It's invisible to all the other players. Enrico ripped open the box and looked inside. He couldn't see anything. He must be a terrible player. He stared sadly at the invisible uniform. He decided to just pretend he could see it. It's great, he fibbed. It's incredible, agreed the rest of the team, who couldn't see it either. Sass, the team's biggest fan, arrived and heard all about the amazing uniform. But the cruel trick didn't fool her. She had to put a stop to it. I bet Frankie wishes he had a uniform like that, she said to Enrico. Why don't you swap with him? No way, yelled Frankie. But the team thought it was a great idea. So it was also Frankie Fowler who went onto the field dressed in the Emperor's invisible new uniform. The fans whistled and hooted with laughter. Frankie blushed and hid behind the goalpost. Sass found him a Woodsville Ultras banner to wear. Enrico Emperi grinned. Come on, Frankie, he laughed. We've got a game to win. All the crowd cheered as the Emperor kicked the ball up into the air. The game was on. Now it's time to do the comprehension questions. Are you ready? Today we have 5 questions. The first question is, why was Enrico Emperi nicknamed the Emperor? Was it because A, he was a soccer star, B, he was a singer, C, he was an actor, or D, he was the leader of the country? What do you think? I'll give you a moment. The answer is A, he was a soccer star. Very nice. Question 2 is, what did Enrico like as much as soccer? Was it A, swimming in the lake, B, expensive clothes, C, driving fast cars, or D, acting in the theater? What do you think about this one? I'll give you a moment. The answer is B, he liked expensive clothes as much as soccer. Question 3, who is Frankie Fowler? Was it A, a TV reporter, B, another star player in the team, C, another actor in the play, or D, the team manager? What do you think? I'll give you a moment. The answer is B, another star player in the team. Very good. Question 4. What was Frankie's plan? Was it A, to become invisible, B, to give Enrico an invisible uniform, or C, to push Enrico off the stairs, or D, to stop him from giving interviews? What do you think about this one? I'll give you a moment. The answer is B, to give Enrico an invisible uniform. Very nice. And the final question, how did the book end? A, Enrico gave up soccer. B, Frankie Fowler went to the field only in his underwear. C, Sass gave up soccer. Or D, Enrico Emperi went to the field only in his underwear? What do you think? Do you remember? I'll give you a moment. The answer is B. Frankie Fowler went to the field only in his underwear. Nice. How many did you get correct? If you got 5 right, it means you got 100% and you're amazing. Let me know down below. What score did you get? Frankie Fowler's show was silly. What do you think about this book? Share with me down below. And also, tell me what your favorite part of the story is. Take your time to think about it, and when you're ready, I'll see you in the next story for some more learning fun. That's all for now. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.